love and romance tarot readings. I am super excited to do today's reading because today we're tapping into who you are falling in love with coming up in the near future. Who are you falling in love with next? We're going to get a description of this person. We're going to see, where you know this person from or how you're going to meet this person. And we're also going to get some tea about their relationship. So very detailed per usual. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can, of course, pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the red stone. Group 2 with the blue stone. Group 3 with the pink stone. And group 4 with the yellow stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or piles you're being called to. And we're just gonna get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the red stone, this is your reading. We're gonna be using this Cleo's Tarot Power Deck for you. And let's see, Spirit, this is for group 1. Who are they falling in love with next? Show me that person. Describe to me that person for group 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. You know what, this person immediately I'm seeing, I think his name is Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a soccer player. I'm seeing him right away, which is so interesting because I've never seen him show up in a reading as an archetype, but I'm seeing him now. We have affectionate, we have ambitious. So this person has a good amount of masculine energy. They're definitely pursuing their dreams or working in the career field of their dreams. Very passionate about whatever it is that they're doing, whether they have their own business, whether they're an investor, whatever way money comes to them, they're very passionate about that. And very work-oriented, very dedicated to their work. Ambitious says, I go after what I want. And then we have affectionate. I'm very open with showing you how I feel. So this is someone who's very passionate, someone who can seem very intense, but someone who's very loving and affectionate. We have a vain and hustler. So this person definitely likes the finer things in life, okay? They can be a bit vain. Vain, you won't catch me without a mirror, which is so funny that I saw Christian. I'm like, what? Where is this coming from? I don't know anything about him. I've never, I know who he is vaguely. So I don't know if he's vain or not, but this person does care about the way that they look. They do feel like they are a conventionally attractive person, and I do think that they are. I think they're a very conventionally attractive person, which you guys let me know in the comments. But me personally, I don't know why. You know that saying, you go so far left, you end up right? I feel like if you're too perfect, like personally, it's almost like you're low-key kind of uggo. And I'm not even saying that from a perspective of, oh, this person's hot, so I'm just gonna, shit on them because I think they're hot. I literally okay, so anyways, let me know if y'all feel that way too, but this person is attractive, okay? They know it. Other people know it. Hustler, I know how to get to the bag. They're hardworking. They're vain. They like the finer things in life. They, like material items. They like vacations. They like luxury. They like to live very comfortably. We have dedicated, impatient, and modest. So what I like about this person is the modest energy. I like to keep things simple. So this person, even though they like luxury, even though they're a hustler, even though they're ambitious, they're not Gucci down. They're not Louis Vuitton down. Like, they're not into those brands and like wearing the label. They're more like, okay, I have a watch that's $100,000, but you literally wouldn't know unless you knew, like you wouldn't know unless you were into it. Walking down the street, I could probably appear as someone who doesn't have very much money. However, I don't feel like this person dresses like shabby at all, and I feel like they have a nice car. I feel like you can tell that this person has money, but they keep it modest. Spirit is also saying right now that this person likes to spend a lot of time at home. So it's simply that they're not accessible. They're simply not accessible, and that's what makes them modest. They're a bit of a recluse. I'm also hearing now. Spirit is showing me like a book room, a room with a desk and a computer and books on the wall. So they have like somewhat of an office. I'm also seeing very specific, like a windowsill with a seat. But yeah, Spirit's showing me someone's office and saying they're a recluse in the sense that you just can't meet them unless you like just so happen to be at the grocery store at the same time as this person, or you work with this person, or you are somehow involved in like one of the stores that they shop in, something like that. You wouldn't see them, which I'm pretty sure Christian found his, I don't know if that's his wife or his girlfriend, but I swear I remember seeing like some sort of story that said he found maybe his girlfriend at the time at a luxury store that he was visiting, and then he would always like pick her up for dates at the store with like a fancy car, and all the like associates would gag. That would be me. I would be there gagging like, girl, listen, I know we're just coworkers, but see if he got a friend and put me on. Like, don't play with me. Like, you're not gonna do me like this. Anyways. I'm chatty Cathy today. We have dedicated and we have impatient. So they're dedicated to you, dedicated to your union. They want to get closer to you. They want to add to your life. This person is an investor. They like to invest in the people that they love. You say you want to start your own business. This person has the tools to do so. They're going to not only point you in the right direction, but they're going to hook you up with resources without having to be asked or begged to be put on. That's how they share their love and affection. I only have eyes for you is what it says on dedicated, and impatient says I want it now, I can't wait. So I feel like this is the kind of person who's generally busy. I'm seeing Aquarian energy. I'm seeing air energy. This person, they're a little bit full of themselves, to be honest. They definitely have the bank account to match it or the resources to match it, but they can be a bit impatient. So they're not really with like chasing. They don't have any issue pursuing, but like chasing, I feel like they would be more adverse to that. They wouldn't really be into that. But you know, this is the person that you're falling in love with next. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. We have renewing your life. At the bottom of that card, it says radiant vitality is filling my life. And on the card, there's a box. She's pushing off the cliff, and the box says clutter. So you may be decluttering. You may be doing that right now, redecorating your home. Also getting rid of any toxic ties or just any ties with people that aren't serving you. Sorry, the camera gets super bright when it focuses on certain pictures, and I have the window opened, which doesn't really help because it's so bright outside with all the snow. But anyways, you may be renewing your life in some way. And then we also have launching your journey. So I feel like you're hopping on a new timeline, and it has zero to do with love, but that is the link that's connecting you to this person. At the bottom of launching your journey, it says, I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So there's definitely an energy here of you growing and like starting your own journey, maybe starting your own business, starting over as well. I'm hearing something about some big sort of lifestyle change. You could be going vegan, you could be getting into the gym, you could be pursuing a hobby or a craft, a talent, starting like a new, something new, moving. That one says I am in flow with the universe at the bottom of that one. So I definitely get a strong energy here of divine timing. You may be someone who really believes in divine timing. Spirit, give me one more. Spirit gave me 4 more. We have stepping into 5 more. Jesus Christ. Okay, giving birth, hearing messages from Spirit, embarking on an adventure, flying free, and stepping into stillness. Right away, flying free and stepping into stillness is telling me about this connection. It's telling me that you are single as a Pringle. Both of you are single. And you wanted to take some time where you can live your best single life, and you can connect with who you want to connect with, talk with who you want to talk to. You haven't been wanting to be chained down. But you're stepping into stillness. There's this person that you're meeting, and they're making you slow down, and they're making you think, what do I really want, because I really like what we have here. So they're kind of like, you know, making you question what really is right for you, or you're being shown by the universe what's really right for you. We also got hearing messages from spirit. So spirit's kind of like, okay, now that you finally let go of those things that weren't serving you, or that old lifestyle, I have much more room to work in your life now that you've gotten away, you know, away from those friends that didn't want the best for you, that were haters, or that would just always get you off track. Be mindful of friends that just always want the tea. You know, when they come to see you, it's just like, you can just see they're trying so hard to have small talk with you, but they really just want to know all your business. Be mindful of those type of people, because they will send you energy, because that story about your downfall or whatever hasn't been working out is empowering them to feel like they're doing good in their life, and they're constantly thinking about you and affirming negative things about you, or affirming that you're beneath them. So just be mindful of those kind of energetic connections and quantum entanglements. But yeah, you're stepping into stillness. This person is kind of making you slow down while you were in this place where you really felt like you were going to be living your best single life. It's feeling like you meet this person right away. Like as soon as you're clearing things out, it feels like you're kind of meeting this person like you weren't expecting it, because you would come to terms with not meeting anyone or being with anyone, and then this person is just coming in, and it's like, okay, spirit, what are you trying to show me? Tell me, what do you want? Like, what is this? Because why is this here? Like, okay, spirit, I'm trying to be open, but I'm also trying to finally do my own thing. You've been pushing me to do that. Now you're pushing me into a connection. I thought it was bad if I hung on to connections. So it's just like a little confusion there, but I think spirit's showing you it's about connecting with the right kind of people. You guys can't see it, but on my end, I can see it. The camera keeps focusing on this giving birth card. And just that, a spirit saying this is the reason this is coming in, because it's not about losing connections and not having any attachments. Attachment can be healthy to a degree, but it's about giving birth to the right kind of connections, connecting and attaching to the right kind of people. And then we have embarking on an adventure. So I feel like you're going to be kind of, you know, traveling with this person and starting a new life with them. Spirit, what can you tell me about this connection? Seven of Coins. You're in this space where you are and have been for a while carrying your own burden. Eight of Staffs in reverse is kind of like, world, stop. Carry on. No, but it's just this energy of you kind of like being stopped. You couldn't move. You didn't have the resources, or you didn't have the connections that you used to have. Your car is in the shop, so you can't travel anymore. There's like this energy of you not being able, even if you wanted to connect with old energy that's not serving you. This could mean losing a job. This could mean someone blocking to you and literally never speaking to you again. This could be your car breaking down. It depends on how extreme spirit has had to step in, because you hadn't, you know, made those moves. Or if you had made the moves, then that's really straightforward for you. You've already, you know, been a part of this process. But we have the Seven of Coins and the Eight of Staffs in reverse. I feel like both of you have things that you need to work on, and I feel like it really has to do with opening up. We have the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Coins in reverse. So spirit is saying you're both ready, you and this person that you're falling in love with. Both of you are ready for a connection. However, you've already decided in your head exactly how a connection is going to serve you, exactly who someone's going to be in your life, how much time exactly you're going to give to this person, to the point where it's just like this person isn't even allowed to be. If you've ever dated someone like that, or went on a date with someone and it's like they're asking these very specific questions that has to do with like whatever it is that they're looking for in a relationship. They may, you know, drill you on questions on your ability to emotionally support. They may drill you on questions about domesticity. You know, are you willing to cook? Are you willing to clean? You can tell when people like, oh, you know what this reminds me of? This is so random, but it does fit the situation. Okay, so I was watching 90 Day Fiance, The Simple Life, and Natalie, the girl that's from Russia, she went on this date with this dude named Josh, and, you know, he had invited her all the way to California, but he was working all day, and he didn't have any time to see her, so she was getting pissed about that. that's what this kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of you guys wanting a connection, but you're already busy with work, and so is this person. Or you're already busy with your own things, and you only have, like, in a perfect world, you want everything. And it's like, I want this romantic connection, but I'm not going to call off of work today to get it. So I'm going to try to squeeze them both in. And then it's like everybody's fighting for my time. That's how this feels. It's like, I know what I want from you. I know that I want this, but I'm not going to give you any room to kind of like have a say or to just hold space for you. It's like, I've already decided the value that a man is going to bring to me. He's going to pay my bills, or he's not going to be in my life, or he's going to deep me down real good, or he's not an option, you know, and like vice versa, whatever way, like it applies. So we have the 5 of Staffs in reverse and the 6 of Cups. With this person coming through so soon, especially with you guys renewing your life, I definitely feel like there is a higher purpose as to why Spirit put this person in your life. They definitely put this person into your life to upgrade you, to upgrade this person. Both of you have your drawbacks. I mean, we all do. Both of you have your drawbacks, and wow, we have the Chariot and the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is marriage energy, union energy. You will be in an official relationship with this person. Chariot, you're moving forward in balance. I'm like, do I have any other, let me pull group 3. The Chariot typically has a symbolism of 2 like horses carrying the Chariot, and typically one is white and one is black. So it represents moving forward in balance. It represents the yin and the yang. It represents everything. So I just wanted to show you, because I'm so into symbology and I feel like it really just makes the message click when you can get that higher level symbolism. But the Chariot is not just moving forward, it's moving forward in balance. And they still have like the checkered hat, so that kind of fits, you know, on this tarot deck. But yeah, with you guys, it's like you're both ready, but King of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, you're not as ready as you thought, or you're ready, you're open, you're ready to love and to be in a relationship, but Spirit's going to teach you through this relationship how to share, how to be open, how to create together, how to co-create. 7 of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords. What I think this is saying is that the magnetism is going to be so on point with them that it's like, you're like, this is the perfect person to do this. 9 of Staffs, King of Coins in reverse. It's like they have what it is that you want in a partner, the wealth, the attractiveness, but when it comes to like actual execution, like, okay, how do we maintain a relationship? How do we build one together? How do we co-create? Literally both of you are lacking in that area. Wow, 10 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely commitment happening here. But however, that perfect picture, 10 of Coins, magical, you know, fairy tale that you would want, Spirit is kind of saying isn't... Not that it isn't realistic and you couldn't find it, but just like that's not necessarily how things come together. Things always come together in wholeness, but not necessarily perfect at all, like how you see, like, you know, in a movie, which is why movies are so satisfying, because they give you that, you know, hit of wholeness and dopamine that the real world doesn't typically give you, because things just don't often come together that way, that seamlessly. We have deep knowing here. So I feel like you guys are going to know this is your person. I see you guys being very connected to this person, feeling like, wow, I love this person. This is the person you're falling in love with. This will be a relationship. Spirit is putting this person in your life for a reason, and both of you have things to work on. And I feel like the feelings are very much so mutual. We have happy, happy, and flexible. So, oh, and you know what? Poised is such an interesting point. And I was listening to this video the other day, and it was like, this dude, he was talking about 7 characteristics of a high value woman, but this can apply to anyone, but 7 characteristics of a high value woman. And one of the things that he said was faith. And I've never heard someone say faith in a non-religious context. which is why containers are so important, like, but that's a whole other conversation. But he said faith, and we have the poised card here. So Spirit is saying, if you can be poised, if you can trust that everything's going to work out in your favor because you know who you are and you know that you deserve it, if you can be poised and you can dance with the universe, you can be flexible in this situation, you will be fully satisfied and happy. And faith is important in a relationship, even in a non-religious perspective, because if you have an argument, you're not going to run to make things better when that person needs to be the person to meet you halfway. You're not going to run to make things better because you have faith that even if you don't end up with this person, you're always going to win. Because you are listening to Spirit, you're in alignment with Spirit, with your higher self, with your spirit, and you're doing your best, and you're doing even more than your best what's right. Sometimes what's right is the best thing to do, but sometimes it does not feel good at all, and it's hard. And tapping into this energy, Spirit is like, if you can have poise, if you can trust, if you can have faith, you guys, this relationship will be so beneficial for you. So we have a leg up, time for a nap into the sea. I feel like this is coming up just so you can be aware of it. There is going to be a lag. And with a person like this who really does feel like, you know, they're like attractive and a lot of people want them, showing them that you're not going to chase them is going to be important. So we have a leg up. I see this person coming in and they're helping you with something. They're connecting you with some sort of business resource. They're helping you in some way. Like we were saying in the beginning, how they like to show their love is through action, by putting people on and putting people in position to be even more successful. This person's going to give you a leg up. Take that business idea or take that help and run with it. You don't need to check back in with that person and have them hold your hand and do everything for you. Take what they give you and optimize it to the best of your ability. Not only will that impress them and show them that, and show yourself that, listen, I'm not going to be, you know, taken off track by a love offer. Yeah, this person is hot, but I'm going to take this blessing as if it's a blessing, period. You know, this isn't just a relationship. This is a blessing in my hand. So let me make sure I handle this first. Show yourself and show them that you mean business in your life, in a relationship. You're about, you know, what you're about. Then we have time for a nap and to the sea. So allow things to calm, be in flow with the universe. If you see a reason to reach out to this person, go ahead and reach out. But I do see some sort of lull here. This person could be busy. They could be testing you. I wouldn't put it past a person like this, to be honest. I feel like they're a little coy, a little testy. I feel like they like to play a little bit of games. But, you know, like I said, no one's perfect, but I do see that. So I would say a leg up, allow them to give you a leg up to help you, give you that opportunity, and then allow things to be calm. If they reach out, you know, perfect, you can respond, but don't reach out to them, you know, with any extras, checking up on them. Don't set that standard that I'm going to chase you, or that you're the best option that's ever come to me, or that I'm clinging to you to dear life. You're the only, no. Give them space, allow things to chill out. And I'm telling you, this relationship, this person, they're falling for you, you're falling for them. It's very mutual. So yeah, that is what came up for you guys, group one. I feel like I could read on you for another 20 minutes to just get into the finer details of things. Like I said, a lot of air energy here. Air does represent, you know, intelligence and the gods, you know, the higher realms. So I wouldn't expect anything less. But that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 2 with the blue stone, this is your reading. We're going to be using the Animal Totem Tarot for you today, and we are seeing who you are falling in love with next. So let's just get right to it. Spirit, this is for group 2. Show me the person they're falling in love with. Describe to me for group 2. Who are they falling in love with? Nice. This person's unique right away. Feeling that they're very unique. Yeah, we have the Individualist card that just came up. So we got respectful, truthful, and magical. Let's just break it down. I'm excited. This person feels very different and genuinely like a loving, caring person. Someone who really cares, truly, on a deeper level. Respectful, I have respect for myself and others. Truthful says I'm honest in all of my words and actions. And magical says I'll make you feel like anything is possible. So when you're with them, it really does kind of feel different. I'm seeing snow. I'm seeing like, I forget what you call that, but like a wool jacket, like those longer jackets that people wear. I'm seeing you kind of walking in the park with this person with one of those on, or they have one of those on, but I'm seeing a couple and it's like a winter. It's very magical and fantastical. You may like to go see the Christmas lights. But yeah, tapping into this person's energy, there's someone you can definitely bring home to mom, someone you can definitely bring around your friends, family. You don't have to worry about this person getting too wasted, embarrassing you, embarrassing themselves, starting a fight, you know. You don't have to worry about this person flirting and, you know, just being a sloppy mess. They're very responsible and just a very good, wholesome kind of person. We have humble, individualist, and generous. Humble says I'm very down to earth and reliable. Individualist, I'm independent and self-reliant. And generous, I like spoiling you as much as I can. So tapping into their energy, they're pretty down to earth. This person, I feel like, has built some wealth for them. They like comfort. I'm getting a lot of Taurian energy with this person. They may be a Taurus or have like a Taurus Mars. Taurus in their 5th house. When it comes to comfort, when it comes to like what it is that they like to be comfortable. They may even have like a Capricorn rising or something, a Virgo rising, I'm hearing. Okay, anyway, so a lot of earth energy, but this person is humble. They're an individualist. They like to spend time, you know, doing their own thing. They have their own thoughts and opinions, and they don't expect you to subscribe to those. Like, say you like to go clubbing. This person could be a total introvert. They're not gonna, you know, deter you from going to the club and doing what you want to do. They will, you know, pick you up when you're ready to get picked up. Just let me know. They're truly a non-judgmental person. But when it comes to like influence, they're not really easily influenced. They're someone who's just so laid back and chill. Like, listen, you don't got to worry about me. You don't have to worry about, you know, keeping it cute for me. You can come home wasted and I'll tuck your wasted ass into bed and give you a hot dog to cuddle with. Like, don't even worry about it. And they're very generous with their time, very generous with their energy. Very sweet person. I'm being called to pull from here. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to tell me for group 1? We have the Queen of Fire. We have the Moon. We get one more. So immediately with the Moon, I do feel like this is going to come through unexpected, or you may meet this person in the astral, in other dimensions before you meet them in the physical. Wow, we have the Chariot here as well. Number 7, number 18, the Moon and the Chariot. The Moon, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. The Moon with Archangel Haniel. So you may want to work with one of these angels if you feel called to, but tapping in right away. This is someone who is coming through unexpectedly. Also, Spirit is really wanting to give you the comfort, like, a lot is happening behind the scenes. This union is blessed by God and it's being brought together in divine timing. We have the Chariot with Archangel Metatron. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So this person may be known, this person may be loved, you know, by the public. This person ain't known for being a hot mess. This person would be known for being like a family favorite. They could be an actor. I'm seeing Tom Holland. Maybe that archetype, you know, just like a good, generally good, wholesome, lighthearted person that most people kind of like, yeah, I like that guy, I like that girl type of thing. But this is an important achievement, you know, being with this person. So I feel like they're going to be able to provide you your first relationship, your first long-term relationship, marriage, you know, whatever it is that would be kind of a big thing for you or a first for you. This person is providing. And then we have the Queen of Fire, which is very interesting because Spirit is saying you being you, it is what has attracted this. You know, you showing up as the Queen of Fire, it says confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. It's like people may have said you're too much, you're too intense, you know, no one's gonna, you know, be able to fall in love with someone like this. You're too da 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 da. And Spirit's saying you being exactly who you are is what caused things to move forward, and is what caused you to stumble upon and engage in this connection that is really genuine. So being exactly you is what brought this relationship to you. It says, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So we have 2 cards talking about releasing your fears that hold you back and stepping into your power. So I would definitely advise that right now, group 2. If you're feeling like, okay, I don't see myself falling in love for someone. I don't see myself falling in love or with someone. I don't see someone falling in love with me. I just don't see it happening. Spirit is really giving you the confirmation that everything is going to plan. Spirit, tell me a little more about this union. Wow, we have coming into power. So I feel like you've gone through a lot of psychic changes. You may be able to, I don't know, whatever. You may be able to read minds. You may be like, there's so many spiritual gifts, and it's like the stuff that we know about is crazy. Like, I've met people where it's like, I have never even heard of that. I would never even think of that as a spiritual gift. There's been a lot of that lately, so I don't want to put a label on it, but you're definitely coming into power and going through kind of this phoenix energy where you've lost something, a job, a relationship, a friend, a partner, an apartment, a home, a position, a situation, a feeling, a part of you. Something has been lost, whether physical or energetic. And Spirit is saying this is exactly what is causing you to step into your power, and you may question your ability to find love because you've gone through so many significant changes. But Spirit is like, no, that's the catalyst. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Yet another card of like stepping into this power and really allowing yourself to be that fiery phoenix, allowing yourself to be who it is that you are, and knowing that you were created perfectly to fulfill your purpose, not someone else's desires, your purpose. So we have listening to your heart. I trust the messages I receive from our heart. Your heart is leading you. Work on strengthening your heart. That would be really good for you at this time. You can meditate, imagining like a white light over your heart chakra, or you can listen to heart chakra, meditations, affirmations. So Phregio frequency 528 for the heart chakra is really good. 639 as well. To strengthen then that heart chakra and that internal world. But you are right on track. You are right on the money, group 2. Letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So Spirit is like, this is exactly what's meant to happen, and no one is going to understand it. And here's another thing. We have embracing the future, and I've read this card multiple times, but today it's really sticking out to me that the portal or the door is leading to the world that you could see in front of you. Spirit is saying with this, you did step into a new life, a new frequency, a new timeline, but you may see that you're in the same space, but you have still stepped into it. So Spirit's kind of giving you like the confirmation, like, yes, you have stepped into that new life. So if you're questioning, like, nothing feels different, seems different, but I know something happened on this day, or I know like something is different within me, that's Spirit giving you that confirmation. Embrace the future. Things are different. You don't see it now, but you will. So it says, I step into my future with an open heart. So another card talking about the heart chakra kind of being the portal or the access point for you. When it comes to accessing your own energy, there's all sorts of places that you can do this. Like, so many like spiritual advisors and teachers recommend, like, they talk about like, oh, Kundalini energy or the power being in the sacral, but I have never felt my power in my sacral chakra ever. Never. And it wasn't until I just, accepted that I don't feel it here, that doesn't resonate for me, and I started looking elsewhere, that I actually found my personal entry point. So it's looking like yours is through the heart, but even if it's not through the heart, and you pick PAL 2 and another one or something like that, and that's just not your message, your access point could be anywhere. So honor that. When you feel like, no, I most resonate feeling in my crown, I most resonate feeling in my left butt cheek, like whatever it is for you. We have breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So definitely starting a new job, starting an improv class, an acting class, something new, embracing the future. I step into my future with an open heart. A lot of changes are happening and have happened already and will continue to happen. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 2? Tell me more about this relationship, this person they're falling in love with. Wow, we have the 6 of Cups. This person is very comforting. Wow, interesting. We have the Ace of Wands and the Magician. So you guys are in a very creative energy. Spirit is saying, like, this is the time to communicate what it is that you're looking for. I'm also hearing some sort of new moon or full moon is going to be significant to you. Dang, I don't have my phone in here to look at my moon calendar and see what would be going on at the time that I'm posting this video, because it's a few weeks out. But something about that would be significant. I'm seeing strawberries, I'm seeing Libra, I'm seeing Venus, I'm seeing Neptune as elements and indicators. I'm seeing Aphrodite, I'm seeing daisies, I'm seeing yellow. It looks like lilacs maybe. I'm seeing yellow. I'm seeing a cropped cardigan and I'm seeing coffee. Anyways, we have the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician. So you're in a very creative energy. Spirit is saying also with the 6 of Cups, like the future that you're experiencing moving forward is a manifestation of all this work you've done in the past. So it's not all going for nothing. But I feel like this connection is perfect for you in a way. I mean, this person is the person you can bring home to mom. We got the 5 of Cups. You guys may have been dabbling into dating apps, and it may have been like affecting your self-worth and, you know, what you believe and know about yourself. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is saying you're moving away from what is not feeding your soul. You got the Ace of Cups with a hummingbird on it. That is significant for someone, hummingbirds. But yeah, there's an energy of you guys wanting to live a different life, but you just haven't had that person that you really resonate with, that you could see yourself living that life with. It's like, I could see myself living multiple different lives, but I need a certain kind of person, community, resources to do so. This is you getting those resources. We have the the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. So I do feel like there's a lot you had to let go of, and I also feel like everything in divine timing is so important here. 8 of Swords does represent being held back to some degree. So Spirit is like, you're not going to get this exactly when you want it, but you're going to get this exactly with who you want it with, and you are going to be able to live that life, you know, that you've been wanting to live. I feel like you guys have taken on a lot of karma. We have the 2 of Wands, which is very interesting. So you may feel like at this point, like it is my purpose to upgrade other souls, other people. You may have kind of given up on your own love story, and you may have just accepted, okay, I'm just going to be the teacher in this lifetime. I'm just here to level other people up and to help them through their journeys. There isn't really very much for me. And Spirit is saying this is where you are now, but you need to embrace the future and start to do with like what you can with what you have. Start expanding your horizons, getting into new places, doing different things, because the time is going to take on its own, and a lot is happening in the background for you guys with the Moon and Chariot that we got before. So you're not going to see this coming. Oh, now I'm hearing I had no chance to prepare, I couldn't see you coming. I'm pretty sure that's Frank Ocean. I thought that I was dreaming when you said you love me. I had no chance to prepare, I couldn't see this coming, is the lyric that I was just hearing. So this is coming very unexpected, and there's a lot of, you know, love that you have for this person, but Spirit is surprisingly not telling me very much about the relationship itself, telling me more about how to get here, because you guys might be in a place in your journey right now where you're ready to fold, and you got to know when to hold and when to fold, and you guys may be ready to fold because you're like, I done been waiting long enough, I'm just going to settle with what I can get. We have focus on yourself, though. Spirit is saying, you know, don't focus on trying to put yourself out there and make yourself available. 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Magician. You have already put yourself in alignment for best case scenario. We have happy family in the Mask. Spirit is saying a lot is conceived right now. You don't see it coming, but it's coming. It's happening, period. This is destiny at this point. You have made the moves. You've done what you were supposed to do. So we have focus on yourself and shine your light. Spirit is saying, what do you have to give to this world, or what do you feel like your purpose is? And there's so many different purposes. Everybody serves a purpose, you know. It's like I have this amazing banker, and she is so cool, and I love her so much. And I get really, really bad anxiety when I have to make important phone calls, when I have to go to the doctor, when I have to make calls to the doctor or to get something repaired or fixed, or when I have to check on my accounts, when I have to get something switched. So it is such a blessing to have her in my life, and she's literally just my banker, and she lights up my life and my world, and it makes those things that are so difficult for me, and for whatever reason, like seriously cause me so much just nonsensical anxiety. I don't know why I'm like that, but it gets really, really bad. It gets really, really bad. And she makes everything so easy, and I feel so blessed to have her in my life. That could be you. Whatever your purpose is. Also, watchers, collectors, informations, being studious. You can serve a purpose and add so much to the world just by learning certain things, preserving that energy, passing it on to your kids, you know, learning, just through learning, because you're returning that information to the collective consciousness, to the collective kind of mainframe, the collective brain. You know, so a purpose can be something that has absolutely nothing to do with interacting directly with people. I just want to make that clear. But it can also be something that you don't think is significant. Like, she doesn't know she saves me from so much seriously crippling anxiety. And it just reminds me when I was like years ago, like I was really struggling with my anxiety, and it was just unmanageable. And every time I have to like do something official, I have like flashbacks, like PTSD, like I literally go back because the anxiety gets that bad out of nowhere. And like having someone in my life that quells that for me and allows me to continue to fulfill my purpose because my entire week is not destroyed by one trip to the bank is huge. So don't doubt like your gifts, you know, what you have to share to the world. This relationship will definitely be a gift as well. We have soulmate and we have commitment. We have the gift, we have soulmate, we have commitment. And you know the thing about a gift is somebody got to give that to you. Somebody has to give that to you. A gift is given. A gift is received. It can only be received. So this is not something that you have to go get, you have to look for, fight for, really do anything for. This is very, you know, much so coming together naturally for you, group 2. This is definitely your soulmate, a soulmate. This is a gift. And we have shift the way to new potential. So spirit is like, okay, you really want something to do, you're used to always taking action, fine, shift your way to new potential. Do with what you have now. Do with what you have now. And if you're like, well, I don't want to take action because I feel like I've already taken action and done my part, then you just have to sit and be uncomfortable. And that's just the reality. Like, we're not always comfortable all the time. Or start to work on that. Start to work on getting more comfortable, because something I just realized doing this reading is like, I can't be like that forever. Like, taking a trip to the bank cannot throw off seriously my entire day and make me so anxious like that, to where I literally have to take 4 straight hours of self-care to calm down. I just had that revelation in this reading, like, ooh, I really need to work on that. Talking about it out loud is like, ooh, so much more real. I need to actually do something about this. So spirit is like, okay, if you're that uncomfortable to where you're literally losing your mind, then shift your way to new potential. Start to fill your life with other things, because you did let go of a lot. And do, you know, with what you have, do what you can with what you have. Or start to give spirit even more ways to bless you, you know, by engaging in new things and taking new pathways. But we have rise and cut the cords of doubt. So rise is definitely giving me Phoenix energy. Like, you guys are rising after a hard time. You guys are stepping back into the swing of things, stepping back into, I can't even say like your life because it's so different, but stepping back up and, you know, just kind of regenerating. And that is what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy is below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me, but that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. of you chose group 3 with the pink stone. This is your reading. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot for you today. And we're going to see who you are falling in love with next. A very interesting reading, Spirit. This is for group 3. Describe to me the person that they're falling in love with next. Show me for group 3 who they're falling in love with next. Wow. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. I'm also getting a little bit of Capricorn energy. We got ambitious and hardworking. This person may have a Capricorn Mars. We also have familiarity and courageous, which is giving me like pack energy. Courage is synonymous with, you know, Leo energy, Lion energy. I was also getting a little bit of Libra energy or air energy, but we got jealous and youthful. So I feel like this person is a very interesting person. They like what's theirs, but they love what's theirs to be what's theirs. They're not the type to like share. Okay, let's get into it. So familiarity and courageous, love this energy. Familiarity says we know each other already. Courageous says I stand firm and go for what I want and what I believe in. So this is someone with a strong sense of self, someone who knows their self, someone who is not ashamed about their beliefs, someone who wears who they are proudly. Whether they're, you know, a meat eater, whether they're, you know, they have strong political views. This person, I feel like they may have something about them that, like, if you're on social media, people may shame you for. Like, if you eat unhealthy or if you eat meat, like if you're not a vegan, plant-based, or a super healthy eater, or if you have religious views, you know, if people see like, you know, your religious or your practice, whatever, as stuffy or unacceptable, not with the times, whatever. It could be all of that, but this person is still themselves. We have familiarity, so this person may also be of the same culture or religion as you, your same upbringing, your same origin. They may be from the same country as you as well. We have ambitious and hard-working. They go for what it is that they want when it comes to business, when it comes to love, when it comes to what it is that they want for their own life, where they want to live, how they want to live. Hardworking, all I know is putting in work. So this person may work a lot. They may spend a lot of time in the office or just a lot of time in general working. And then ambitious, I go after what it is that I want. So this person is courageous. They're confident. They have confidence. They're not ashamed of who they are. And they are also ambitious. When they want something, they go for it. Simple as that. We have jealous. And we have youthful. I'm vibrant and full of life. I love this energy. This is someone who wants to go out and dance in the rain with you. Someone who wants to do kid-like things with you. You know, they want to go to the carnival. They want to go to an amusement park. They want to try new things. They want to go to the skate park. They want to learn to skate with you. You know, they want to go to the roller skating rink. Like, this person likes to do like fun activities. Jealous, I won't share you with others. So listen, like I said, they don't like you flirting with other people, being around other people that like you. They are not into it. Work husband, work wife, who? Yeah, they're not going to play that. They're not going to entertain that at all. This person knows their worth, and this person can be very strong in their decisions. They have a strong sense of self. So when they feel like too much has happened, or if you really try them or disrespect them, they will dip. One thing about them, they will dip. They will not talk to you again. They will give you closure, but this is the type of person to make a decision. I'm not going to mess with this person romantically anymore. We're not a match, and they stick to that. So this isn't the person you want to, like, you know, play those games with. And it's like, okay, this person can play games. You can joke around. You can hurt their feelings. That's fine. but like make them feel like, oh, I'm gonna be somebody else's and I'm gonna come back to you and I'm gonna, no, they're not here. They know themselves. They like, I know I'm jealous. Listen, I know who I am. I like to keep a pack, okay? Loyalty is important to me, and vice versa. They will give you that loyalty. They are not going to play with you. When it comes to other women, other men, other people trying to get in the middle of your relationship, they don't play that. You're not gonna have to worry about this person having no work wife, work husband. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They will not even play with you like that. We have embracing the future. I step into my future with an open heart. So you're pretty disarmed by this person. You open up to this person probably quicker than you usually do. It's kind of unlike you to fall for someone and feel so comfortable with them so soon. And, you know, like I said, we did have the familiarity card that came up. So there's already the sense of familiarity that you have with this person. Like, I feel like I know you, you know, from... You remind me of someone I can trust. It's just like they're very naturally disarming. And then we have opening to love. This one says, my heart is open. So you guys have an open heart chakra right now. I would say protect that light. You may notice that you're attracting a lot of attention right now, some negative, some positive. You may be getting, you know, just random conflicts with coworkers. You know, people are starting to seem, you know, jealous or just weird with you. And people are seeing you glow up, and that's a very interesting space for people to come in, to be in, and sometimes they can't handle it. Like when you see someone coming into the gym and you're like, oh, this isn't competition for me, but then you see that they're doing all the right things, you know, and they're really taking their health journey seriously, and they're like stepping it up and they're glowing up. Now you can feel a threat because you had already taken this person as, oh, they're not a threat to me, or this person isn't important, and then all of a sudden they're like showing up and they're getting all the attention. Listen, you may be having people respond to you better at work. You may have, you know, the customers being more open and you know, to you and who you are. You may find that you're starting to whiz the job as well, like you're really good at it, and just I see things being positive for you at this time. So just be aware that that can cause negative effects as well. But we have revealing radiance. It says, my light illuminates the world. So I see you guys shining. I see you opening up. Again, another card of radiance and like your aura. You're attracting a lot of attention at this time. So this person, they see you and immediately they kind of want to lock you down, to be honest. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have pump your brakes. So Spirit is like, listen, you can be courageous and ambitious, but what you are going to do is build a solid foundation with me. We have the rescue card here. You may be someone who's used to fixer-uppers as well. So it may be a little different or off-putting even to have someone coming in trying to offer you happiness. We have respect my space. I see you guys putting up boundaries with this person. But it's interesting with pump your brakes. It's because you want to build something long lasting. You don't want to get love bombed, or you don't want all the, you know, love and affection to cancel out like the longevity that you want with a partner moving forward. So I see you guys taking your time to, and it's like you're having to calm them down, but they get it. They see like as long, so, okay. So with someone who's a little bit jealous like that, they may need a, you know, the reassurance like, okay, I'm not saying I want to spend less time with you because I want to spend more time with someone else, but I want to build a solid foundation with them. Give that communication to them. You know, like common sense ain't so common. You may say, oh, I want someone who's emotionally mature, and everyone has the capacity to be emotionally mature, but you do need to give people proper explanation and instructions. Because if you're left to your own devices, you can make an assumption that's totally not accurate at all for the situation, that makes it so neither of you get to explore the connection just because you're expecting them to read your mind. So make sure you're communicating, but I do feel like they're going to need a little bit of extra reassurance to make sure like, okay, why are you keeping me at arm's length? Because I want to build a solid foundation, because I want something long lasting, and it's not going to help either of us if we're moving into a romantic connection too quickly. Okay, I understand. I can respect that. Versus just pushing this person away and then seeming like you're playing games, you know. And a lot of times people just read it, and unfortunately it's like so many people have been burned by dating, and so many people have been, you know, hurt, that it's like it's natural for people to make assumptions. Oh, this is just another F-boy, F-girl, someone trying to, you know, play games with me or screw with my mind. Because a lot of us, you know, especially those of us with open heart chakras who do value relationships and do want to love, have attracted a lot of unsavory characters being that way. So Spirit is like, be open with this person, be mindful of that as well, that may be the case for them, that may be how they're seeing things. So don't miss out on something really good, you know, being too like rigid, but definitely hold up those boundaries and be authentic to what it is that you want. We have a happy family ultimately. Someone is coming back from the past. Yeah, we got out of the blue. We got out of the blue in self-esteem. So remember that globe we were just talking about a minute ago? That is also attracting someone from the past. Be mindful of that. We have happy family and stop being bossy. So Spirit is saying you have something new that's beautiful that you're building with this other person. Don't allow this BS we're about to talk about in a second to influence how you handle this connection. Keep this one building slowly, but surely it will keep building, but we have stopped being bossy. So you being frustrated by this person, all of a sudden trying to sweat you and get all your attention and do everything that you had wanted them to do, that they had the opportunity to do for, you know, weeks, months, years, depending on who this is, you know, to you. Finally getting all their attention. Don't allow that irritation or frustration with this process to affect this process in a negative way. So like, don't try to, you start controlling this person and being too hard on this person just because you're frustrated that this person is, you know, giving you the runaround or just in your face. This could be someone who wasn't giving you attention before, because there's a clear glow up that has happened with you guys, group 3. It keeps coming up. So this could be like a bunch of people at the gym all of a sudden giving you all this energy and affection and these, you know, looks and trying to ask you on dates or get your number or get your attention. And it's like, you know, don't come across as you're flirting with these people or entertaining these people, you know, that would trigger this person or set them off. Or don't allow yourself to get distracted by the compliments and all the attention that you're newly getting from these people that weren't, you know, looking your way or taking you seriously before. It's all superficial, you know. Remember why they're looking. And it's like, you weren't paying attention to me before. You do not deserve me now, you know, type of thing. Or this could be, you know, someone significant from your past. Regardless, it's messing with your self-esteem, and that makes me feel like this is a longer connection versus shorter, because, you know, someone who just didn't pay attention to you before but now they are, wouldn't really shake you and rock your self-esteem necessarily. It's more like, oh, I see straight through you, got you, I see what you're about type of reaction I feel I would have to that. But, you know, everyone is different, so you'll see who this is. But I feel like for a lot of you, it may be a longer term connection, because with this person coming out of the blue, it feels like love bombing, and it is love bombing in a way, because they're just trying to secure you so fast and so giving you all this energy they just weren't giving you before. But yeah, I feel like it was long term, because it's like, man, it feels like you had been waiting for this person to finally do this, and they're coming in hot, coming in strong as well. And look at this, we have get off your high horse, let's take a break, indecent proposal, move in with me, get off your high horse, let's take a break. It's like you were asking them for too much, so they try to make it seem like, let's take a break, like you're wanting too much, you're too demanding, you're too controlling, domineering, da 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 da. And it's just like, okay, I can be that, but it's too late now. Indecent proposal and move in with me just feels so manipulative, that this person is all of a sudden like, you know, trying to get you to move in with them, quite literally, or trying to take you seriously, trying to give you space in their life, trying to, you know, make it seem like it's almost like gaslighting in a way, because the way that they're treating you so differently now, they're treating you as worthy now, making you feel like in the past it was all in your head that you felt unworthy with this person, where it's like, that's how stark the difference is. So it's kind of gaslighting in a way, even though this person may not be intentionally gaslighting you. I do see manipulation here. I do see love bombing, but to be honest, look at this person for who they truly are, because it could just be that they're just so lost in the sauce that they're not even aware of how they're coming off. They're not even aware that they're coming off so starkly different and crazy. But there will be another offer, you know, coming on the table as you're falling in love with this new person. It's significant enough to show up. So Spirit's like, be aware of this. You may find like, oh, absolutely not, I would never say yes to this person. But now that they're pressing you out and you're finally getting what it is that you had always like in your heart of hearts, low key suppressed, like in that small little sliver you did want, you'd be surprised at how you react on the spot. So just be aware of that. Spirit, what can you tell me about the new person? What can you tell me about the new person they're falling in love with? We got the Six of Wands in reverse. So both of you are going to be undoing your past programming, and Page of Wands, starting a new journey with each other. So Six of Wands in reverse is like, we're stepping away from this old life that we actually did see success in. So whatever older version of yourself, you know, give her, give him, give them a pat on the back. Like that older version of you got through everything and stood up and did the best that you could. You got through it. You made those moves. You got through that hard time. You did that. Six of Wands in reverse though, both of you are recreating yourself through this relationship. And we did get the Embracing the Future card. And I pointed this out to group 1 because they got this card as well. But Embracing the Future, like this card, it's just a door on the path and it represents a portal. But like from this point, you know, in the path, you can still see everything that's ahead. So it's like you're walking through a door, but you're in the same world. So I say all that to say it's symbolism saying like, you know, stepping into a new journey or a new timeline may not look physically different, but you feel different, you have access to different things, and you are in a different space. So you may be at this point where you're questioning like, dang, have I really gone through all that transformation? Am I really worthy? Am I really in alignment with a higher level connection now? Or is this another one of, you know, the world's cruel jokes? And Three of Pentacles, the Spirit saying, you've been working with me. We have been co-creating, and you've learned not to micromanage, Spirit. You know, you've learned to surrender to the process, how to be patient, how to keep going. That's the work, you know. Seven of Wands. You have done that work. That was all real. So I don't know why. Maybe it's just some brain frog because of something else. But I do see you guys kind of questioning your reality for whatever reason. We have the Six of Cups here. So Spirit is like, yes, this is real. Yes, you're really receiving these things. Wow, that opportunity we had been talking about, praying about, that you had been holding space for is finally here. No games. Nine of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This isn't a game, another heartbreak. This isn't BS. This is real. This is an opportunity. But the Judgment card is a call to action, a call to a new life. But you have to answer it. You have to step through the portal. You have to choose it. So you are going to have to, you know, choose either, okay, I'm going to see where things go with this person who's wanting me now and this person. And to be honest, I didn't want to focus on this person because this reading isn't about them. This reading is who you're falling in love with next. But even though I did get some manipulation, Spirit didn't tell me flat out, oh, this is a terrible person for you to be with. So it's all about choices. You have to make the choice that's best for you. My intention is to read on the person you're falling in love with next, not to talk about past love. So it's coming up, but you know, we have the World card in reverse. So low-key, Spirit is saying there is a very wrong option because I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm trying to see the other side of it, like, well, I didn't get that this person is guaranteed to waste your time, or I didn't get that this person is a narcissist, even though what I'm seeing is narcissistic. And Spirit is like, no, World card in reverse, there is a wrong option here. So you definitely want to step into that. And I think that's like the symbolism of embracing the future, because you're still in the same world, so you could still go where you have been, you know. Just because you've stepped onto a new timeline doesn't mean you no longer have access to the past. If anything, there could be a soul tie there. This would be a great time to do a cord cutting ritual, card cutting ceremony, because we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. You have not fully let go of the past, and I think it's just because everything hasn't played out yet. The world also represents that you've gone on the entire journey. So we have the Everything is Fine card, which is the Ten of Swords in this deck. Spirit is like, this journey hasn't come to, like, you know, a completion yet. Not until you're like 1, 2, 3 years in your new path, to the point where it's like, okay, the past really is in the past, because everything that I've chosen has, you know, led me to like, you know, where I am now. Like, until there's been so many choices that you've already made and surrendered to, it's not over. It's not over. And we have the Hanged One, which is interesting because it kind of came out in reverse and then some way it kind of turned around. But Spirit is saying, you know, this is going to be kind of hard to make, you know, the decision that's best for you. But we have the Nine of Pentacles, baby. Like, you have done so much work. You have put in so much effort. To show up in itself takes a lot of effort. To be this person that has this higher moral compass. Wow, Devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. To say no to temptation and to actually move, even in half periods of time where you have nothing, you have no romantic interest in your life, when you could, even if that person wouldn't be in alignment with you, you could, like, to say no, like, I would rather be alone, literally, takes a high level of responsibility and emotional intelligence and strength, and you have that. So that is who you're falling in love with next, you guys. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that was your message today, group 3. I will talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the yellow stone, this is your reading. We are tapping into who you are falling in love with next, Spirit. This is for group 4. Group 4 with the yellow stone. Describe to me who they are falling in love with next. Who is this person? Ooh. Okay, so this is a person who is doing well in business, but someone who does good business. We have wealth builder and intimidating. I feel like there are a lot of layers to this person, so we're gonna break it down. Wealth building. I like building wealth. That one is really kind of straightforward. This person may be into investing. They may have investment properties or investments. They may have an investment portfolio. They may invest in stocks and bonds, like very stable investments. They may dabble into crypto, though. They may dabble into, well, yeah, listen, it hasn't been looking very good. But they, you know, they may be investing in certain markets and things like that. And then intimidating says, my looks intimidate a lot of people. So this person comes off as someone who is very intimidating. This person comes off as someone who is very wealthy, someone who has a lot of power. This person could have political connections. We have trustworthy, moody, and kind. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, okay, who is this person? But Spirit's like, listen, everybody's layered. No one's just one way. No one's 100% kind. No one's 100% moody. We all have our moments. So just work with me here. See what I'm telling you about him right now. So anyways, trustworthy, you can trust me. So this is someone you can trust, someone who will be good to you, even if they don't treat everybody the same. This person is good for you, good to you. Someone that you can depend on. Now, they may, listen, somebody else may be getting the shorter end of the stick, but you're not. We have moody. You never know which personality you're going to get with me. And then we have kind. I'm a nice and gentle person. So I feel like this person is very different with you than they are with other people. They seem to kind of treat you like, you know, with kid gloves a little bit. They treat you a little extra nice. You may be someone who's more softer or wanting to live a soft life, someone who is living a soft life, and they're trying to allow you to be able to do that. They don't want to get in the way of you and your softness. But then themselves, they're a bit moody. You never know what personality you're going to get with me. You see them at work, you would be surprised. And a lot of people have relationships like that. You don't know that your whole husband, your whole wife is a whole shark out here. You know, really, really tough on her employees, on their employees, whatever. Like, they could be totally different, you know, at work than they are at home. They could totally shine at work. They could be totally extroverted, and it's like when they come home, they want to live the soft life with you, okay? They want you to have the candles going, you know, they want the vibes going, and they just want to be soft and romantic and spend quality time with their person. So this person wears a lot of different hats, and they're really different. Like, the way that a coworker would describe them would be totally different. Totally different. than the way that you would describe them. So there's this interesting energy of them kind of living these different lives in a way that other people aren't aware of. But we have hardworking and balanced. I love it. They have a good work-life balance. They keep, for the most part, unless they're an entrepreneur, they keep their work at work and their home at home. Regardless, though, they do keep them very separate. This person takes they go out of their way to decompress. I'm picking up that they go out of their way to, they may spend time in the car, like, and I see a lot of people who do that. I do that sometimes too. I do that a lot when I'm going home from the gym. Like after I get home from the gym, I spend like a good 5-10 minutes in my car, literally just sitting there scrolling. Like I just take a beat. And a lot of people do that when they get out of work. So they kind of decompress and then they go into this new life and they're just totally different. It's natural and easy for them. Balanced. I'm consistent with my emotions and actions. Hardworking. All I know is putting in work. So this person is a hard worker. They're balanced. Like I said, that work-life balance is on point. They keep their work at work, home at home. They're hardworking. They wear many different hats. They may be like someone who oversees a lot of projects, but when it comes to them in the house space, like their days aren't structured at all. They're playing with the kids. They're, oh, my sister just called, she needs help, let me go do this. They're very much so just like kind of open and free. So this person, I feel like you would be, you know, surprised at how many hats they wear, but they're hardworking. They, for the most part, like to be pretty busy or occupied. They do like to have something to do, and if they don't, they're gonna find a project around the house or they're gonna find something to do. This person likes to be busy. This person believes that idle hands are the devil's playground. We have by the book, so this person is more left brain, more logical, more masculine, more action oriented, more about fairness and justice. They may like to watch the news. They may like to watch sports commentary. They like stuff like that. They like to hear people talk about like different like predictions and things like that. Like when you watch sports commentary, you'll hear, you know, the commentators talking about, oh, they've been really good this season, analyzing their performance. They like stuff like that, analyzing. So they may like to watch, you know, the news, or like I said, you know, sports commentary or some sort of philosophical content. And we have go the distance. So this person is a family person. They're looking to create. Ooh, I love this number 4 and 7. 4 and 7, a very powerful combination. 4 represents the discipline and the structure. 7 represents the creativity and the wherewithal. So this person has the tools to have the life that they want. They don't want to just be married to you and, you know, marry you because you're going to fill all these voids for them. They value marriage and they desire marriage and they have the tools to be a good partner, period. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this connection, this person they're falling in love with? Wow, we have yin, we have between worlds and round and round. This person may be transitioning in a way when you meet them. They may be transitioning out of a job to retiring. So their money makes them money at this point. I would not at all be surprised if this person was an early retiree, like around 30. But we have round and round in between worlds. So this person is wanting to break free from a religion, break free from their routine, where they are. When you're meeting this person, you guys may make a big move together because they're definitely between worlds, feeling this round and round energy where it's like, man, I just feel like I'm on a hamster wheel doing the same things, waking up, repeat, and I want something different. I want growth. So you may be, you know, in that same spot and about to do that with them. We also have the yin card, which I love. This person has a good amount of masculine energy. So I love that that came up when we were talking about how this person can be very, you know, masculine oriented and have a strong masculine energy, more left brain and logical. Spirits, like, they got the yin energy too. They're very romantic. They're very soft with you, very warm with you. So if you're worried like, oh, I don't want someone who's only about work and always away and doesn't want to spend any time with me, Spirit is like, you're not going to have to worry about that. They make you a priority. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the peace card here. So ultimately, they want peace. They're about peace. That's what they're about. They're about being at peace. They're not about a bunch of, you know, chaos and BS. Ooh, this is interesting. We have the observer, so they watch you a little bit. This person, I feel like they may have an intense gaze. They may look at you and it may intimidate you a little bit, or, you know, it may make you nervous because it's like this person looks like they can see through your soul. They can tell when you're lying. I'm picking that up. They can tell when you're lying or when you're BSing them. They can tell when you're trying to evade the truth, and they don't necessarily call you on it. Not right away. They don't feel like they have to argue you down or call you out on every little thing. So that's something you want to be mindful of, because you may forget, but they don't forget, and they pay attention, and they observe you. They're spending a lot of time getting to know you. They watch if your actions match your words. This person remembers. They're very locked in, very in tune with you. And then we have blessed and mending. So you guys may have had a string of, you know, low vibrational relationships. And through this relationship, this person you're falling in love with next, you're going to be blessed. They're also going to kind of mend the bridge between the older version of you and the new version of you that, you know, you're looking for and that you want to be. So kind of two of the price for one. We got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. That's a good omen. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune came out. It's showing up in reverse. Oh, interesting. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the World card here. So you may have experienced some sort of like false twin flame union, false soulmate union. You may have been engaged but never got quite to the altar here. We got the Five of Cups in reverse and then the Page of Swords in reverse. What's most interesting to me though is that the Five of Cups is in reverse. So Spirit is saying this is a blessing. You even look at it as a blessing. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe it hurt to finally get engaged and not to get married or to feel like I met the one, but realize that I didn't. You're like grateful and blessed that you did realize it before it's like too late, whatever that means, whether that's more investment or a baby or a house or an investment with this person, whatever. You're just glad you didn't end up, you know, with them. And we have the Six of Cups, or sorry, Six of Wands, which is like freedom energy. That's an energy of, man, I've been set free. I'm doing better. My love life is leveling up. My financial situation is leveling up. My friends and family I'm talking to again. I'm, you know, meeting, Spirit said, we need that card. Meeting people, you know, expansion, happiness. Oof, this one stung though. We have the Justice card and the Sun in reverse. So you had to take some major L's to get here. Karma will be served appropriately. That's what Spirit just said specifically. But we have the Justice card in reverse and the Sun in reverse. So that's a major L. That stings, that hurts. It feels completely unfair. But we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Wands. So perhaps it was a lesson in investment or in patience. Spirit kind of showed you not picking something is still picking something. So even if you didn't take this person seriously, but you still allowed them to be in your life, you still allowed that relationship to continue and blossom. And, you know, even though you didn't choose them and say that this is what you wanted, or even they pursued you, if you knew you didn't want them and you still let them in, maybe that was the lesson, or it was a lesson in Seven of Wands giving, where Four of Cups, you're not appreciated. Or Queen of Wands in reverse, overextending yourself or manifesting something into your life through action that actually ends up negative for you. So I feel like that was a lesson, but King of Cups in reverse feels like someone may have taken advantage of you at a young age. And I don't mean that in like a super serious way where it's like, oh, I'm picking up, you know, some of you were violated. I get it more of an energy where it's like, your journey in love kind of started young, even at the father. You know, we have the Seven of Swords. So Spirit is kind of saying a lot of this was your own doing, but you were naive at the time. And maybe there was a spirit attachment to you kind of influencing you to some degree. I have a soft spot in my heart for young people. So, you know, I've literally had to do inner child healing work and shadow work and literally hug the younger version of myself and send it love and to forgive myself for some of the choices that I made, and, you know, just really come to the understanding like you did not know. You didn't know. And you made a mistake, but that's okay. And you're not that same person. So I get a little bit of that here where it's like, This is your happily ever after world card, but Wheel of Fortune, there was definitely in reverse, there was definitely a series of unfortunate events that led up to this, and Spirit keeps bringing back to your own doing, just making it so clear. Spirit is like, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, Jazz. Do not give them the cop out. Do not say that this was someone else's fault. Revert it back to what I'm showing you. And I'm like, okay, fine. But we're moving forward, you know, we're moving forward. Moving forward and moving on. Spirit, what can you show me about this person they're falling in love with? What can you tell me Group 4 needs to know? Proceeding softly and planting seeds. So I see that the Spirit is kind of saying you proceeding softly is the planting of the seeds. So this isn't some big miraculous thing that's kind of happening. This is like every small win is a win and is something that is counted, will be counted, and is positively affecting you. Proceeding softly says my inner power grows in moments of quietude. So Spirit is saying every day that you choose to do something nice for yourself, that you choose to be more soft with yourself, be more soft with other people, is a choice that is leading you to the bigger picture. It is the planting of the seeds. So you may find that like magic isn't working for you anymore, and we're always constantly changing and evolving, meaning our body chemistry, our aura, our energy will change in relation to what we do. So you could do a spell and it works for you 3 times in a row, but that 4th time you try it, it doesn't work at all. It could be your circumstances, but also it could be that you've gone through changes and you know, evolution, and your chemistry, your body is different. You know, you are different. So the way that the harmony you have with that spell or that ritual or whatever isn't the same anymore, so it may not work. So Spirit is also saying like whatever way you used to manifest may not be working anymore or manifesting anything, but that is not a negative thing. That does not mean that your power has decreased. It means that your internal harmony has changed. So when you create harmony and you work with herbs, candles, oils, whatever, that may not bring you anything anymore. So that's why you want to stay connected to your intuition so that you can hear what Spirit is telling you to do now. That's going to work for you. But we have planting seeds. It says seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul, which I love grace. Grace is like, as grace is so powerful. But think of like a grace period, like your rent is due on the 1st, but you won't get a late fee unless you pay after the 3rd. That's a grace period. That's grace. Grace is like an extension. Grace is like, okay, even though you were supposed to pay your rent before now, even though you didn't, I'm not going to give you a penalty. And that is what Spirit is saying to you, even though you were supposed to have learned this already, or even though I gave you more opportunities to have this, or, you know, there were other lessons that were, you know, even though this could have happened sooner or in a better way for you, I'm still extending you that grace and you're still getting the life that you want for yourself. So Spirit is not trying to punish you. We have renewing your life at the bottom of the deck. So this would be an amazing time to clear out some clutter in your home and your space. If you are, you know, friends with people you don't resonate with anymore, stop picking up. If you are, you know, ready to be more open and make new friends, whatever it is, you know, working on the crown chakra is so important. Also the solar plexus. The solar plexus and the crown are very powerful together when they're working at the same time, because that means you feel what your, you know, intuition and the messages that Spirit's giving you. You can feel that in your soul and your spirit, and it's much more easier for you to honor when you feel it in your soul. Like when you have the revelation is cool, but when you have that higher octave of revelation and you get to knowing and trust in your spirit, that's when things really just start to go really smoothly, because you believe it and you know it. So we have the ego that came up with Archangel Jophiel. I haven't heard of Jophiel. Jophiel. It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts. You guys may be really battling the ego at this time. There may be some devil energy really challenging you. You may be really worried about your wealth. And I feel like this person is going to take care of you with them being a wealth builder. Even if they're not going to, like, you know, just completely take care of you and take all financial responsibility off your shoulders, they can certainly point you in the direction of what you can invest in or what you can do that can make you some money that, you know, puts you in the same position that, you know, they're in over time. Especially if you're more of an independent person who prefers not to feel like indebted to someone else or like someone else has anything over you. I know some people like that. We have the Emperor with Archangel Michael and the Nine of Water. I just love this. The Nine of Water, wishes come true, concerns fade away, a love of life, and an invigorated love life. So I see you guys really kind of getting it all, and you may have felt at a previous point in your journey like you had to choose, and I just feel like a full circle moment here, like everything is kind of coming together. And then we have the Emperor with Archangel Michael. It says organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. So you're really going to want to make sure that you're being your own advocate, that you're staying structured and organized, that you're doing things the right way, that you're not taking shortcuts, that you're not forgetting. I don't know why I keep tripping over my words today. You're not forgetting what it is that you've learned, remaining organized and disciplined at this time. And everything else I feel like will just come together very naturally. So that is what I have for you, group 4. My Etsy is below in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me, but that is what I got for you today, and I'll talk to you soon.